Hello and welcome to another episode of OMG Craft. Today we are going to be talking about resource packs. Resource packs may be like one of my favorite things about Minecraft is that you can have a game that has all these different things you can do in it, and you can change the entire look and feel of the game with resource packs. Now, if you're old school like me, you'll remember that these used to be called texture packs, and they used to only change the textures of the game. Nowadays, that's different. You can change everything. You can change. You don't like a sound? Change the sound. You don't like a model? Change the model. You don't like how something is named? You can change how that thing is named. So we are gonna go down a list of five. Let me count. Five. Unless something goes horribly wrong in recording, 5 resource packs that I feel like blow my mind. So in order to show these resource packs off, I've kind of created this world that has a whole bunch of resource packs in it. Psych! That's actually a tiny little section of this whole big area. Is your mind blown yet? This resource pack is so trippy. It's like, I don't know if I'm tiny or just really close to something. So what this uses is textures from the other blocks of the game to recreate textures in the game. Wait a second. I don't think I'm explaining that right. That sounds stupid. It's called blocks in blocks. And so from the name, you can tell that it is blocks that are being created from other blocks. This is made by Leka Shmeka, which is an amazing username. From far away, things seem like normal Minecraft, and I'm in spectator mode so I can just get really close to stuff, because if I was in normal mode, I wouldn't be able to get this close. Here we go. Can I get close? No. I can kind of get close over here. Not close enough. I want to be even closer to these textures. There's a few things that are missing, mostly things that aren't full blocks, like leaves and grass. Those textures haven't been fully updated, but almost all of the full blocks have been. One thing that I find funny is that some blocks use a lot of their texture in their texture. So like sand has sand inside of its own texture, and clay does this a lot. So like here is the clay block. Let me get it out of the water. Clay uses a lot of clay in its own clay texture with a few other blocks mixed in. Also, mobs have not been updated to have any of the blocks in their textures. Is it cheating that some of the blocks have their own block in it? I don't think so, because, you know, every block has some definition, you know, it has its base color, but then it has some extra little bits. Meh. I love seeing that. It breaks my mind. I don't understand. Holy moly. It's so cool. Like, I feel like this is here, and I like go back in spectator mode. I feel like this reminds me so much of sometimes early on in Minecraft, you would see these maps that made an area big from, you know, just these blocks. And this reminds me so much of that, but it's like, actually functional. It just does it so much better. It's really cool. Oh, I love it. I just noticed glass does it too. Get out of my way. I want to get close to this glass. Moving on to another resource pack, and you can see quite a lot of things have changed. Not to mention, oh my gosh, the blue sky and the clouds look somehow like better. Don't they look better? Am I going crazy? Do they look better? This is called Shaling. So I like toss that into Google, and Google translates this as a living thing from Chinese to English. And so this resource pack seems to add the most out of any resource pack I've ever seen to basic ambiance. So it changes sort of like the colors of these torches, as you can see. Now we have like torchlight, and it's very red. I have no idea if this will create, oh, look at that. Inrods create like a yellow light. Jack-o'-lanterns, I guess they also create a yellow light. Sea lanterns. Okay, yeah, same yellow light. Wait, does everything create a yellow light? Am I just crazy? Yellow light? What? Oh, it does. Okay, so apparently everything creates the same color light. I'm just insane. I really like how I guess it falls off into more of an orange color. So it starts off yellow and then kind of ends in this. Oh, that's pink. It's a pink thingy. But there is a lot that has also changed when it comes to sort of like the models of stuff. So you can see these little flowers in the trees, but also inside of these trees, like this has some cherry blossoms, some cherries. You have I guess, a nest of some flavor over here. That looks like some type of fruit situation. And then I've seen some apples in the trees and even some like bees and stuff. So look at this. You got some floating bees. Got bees up in these trees. They may in fact actually be fireflies and not bees. So I just set the time to midnight. Oh my gosh, everything changed so cool. But like right here on the ground, you can see this like bone looking thing. That's not supposed to be there. All the textures of the sand. This is all just sand. It looks like sandstone right here and some weird sand. All the same stuff, just the textures are very different from block to block. Grass has, look at this. This grass has like weird stuff in it. This is all the same stuff, but every time you put it out, this one has the fireflies in it as well. Oh my gosh, there's paws. There's paws in the grass. But see, look at this. So we got like a butterfly over here. Is that still grass? Is this all grass? Do I have any, are there any, whoa, what are you? Oh, a poppy, look at this. Look at these flowers. They look so cool. They're all 3D-ified. But like, as I'm just slapping down this oxeye daisy here, you can see that even though this is all the same flower, there is a different model for each one, which really adds some crazy dynamics to the look of the game. It adds so many more different varieties of flower, even though you're using the same flower. And remember, I'm just using normal Minecraft with only Optifine added. So this is not some crazy shader pack. In fact, on this version of Optifine, I'm using 1.15. Not to get too technical here, I swear. But so far, 1.15 Optifine is in development still, and shaders are like disabled. Look at that. You can't even do it if you want to do. So I set the time to early morning. So this is time 0, right? And then time 1000, which is normal day. Totally different color. Look at that. And now the sun is setting, and you get a totally another color as well. And then obviously when you go to nighttime, so if we set this just to night, then you get a whole nother color. It's just like really, really cool that the environment changes so much with the movement of the sun and moon. And none of that is really built into the shader that you're running. That's all inside of the resource pack. What? So just going through this plains area, I mean, you can see, just look at the vegetation on the ground. There's so much stuff. Like, this isn't real life. I feel like, what? There's a log on the ground. How on earth? This is craziness. Like, this is all just from a resource pack. I really cannot believe it. And then, of course, also you can get into the whole stuff with rocks. You know, we've been kind of looking at the overworld and not even looking at the caves or anything like that. So if we're down here in some caves, you can see that all of these stone things look so much like cobblestone, even though it's actually just normal stone. And there's this really cool transition between a lot of these different types of stones. So you got your diorite, I always say that wrong. But you got granite and diorite, and andesite's probably around here somewhere, but they have these really cool sort of transitional moments in between the two different types of stone. And the actual color is different as well. So down here, this is more of a normal stone color, but up near the top, same stone, but it's like a bleached different color. So you can see that it is a much different color to all of this. And it looks like we even have some color transition right here. Same stuff, just different color. All from a resource pack. I don't understand. Is this a beehive? That's a fake beehive. I'm so confused. That's a beehive that is not a Minecraft beehive. So far, we've been covering stuff that's like big, crazy changes, entirely different. Everything in Minecraft is totally different now. So let's cover some itty-bitty things. Itty-bitty, little additions. Not big additions, little additions. So take this example. Here we have a whole bunch of items, but this is one of these items here. So if I take this bowl and I take it and stick it onto another bowl, bam. Now you can see that this is actually represented as 2 bowls with the actual texture. Take these 2 bowls, add another bowl onto it. You got 3, 4, you got 4, 5, you got 5, 6. How much can we? Okay, so it maxed out at 6. So there's now a whole bunch of textures that will basically show that there are more of that item inside of it without actually needing to look at the number. You just kind of already have that sitting right there. Now, a lot of these will max out sort of early. And so you go from like full stat from 1 to full kind of quickly. And also there's a lot of stuff that this doesn't work with still. So kind of like searching and finding this stuff out. Like, why would it work with not lapis lazuli, but it doesn't work with, wait, it doesn't work with that. There you go. It doesn't work with purple dye, but it works with I'm gonna die. And also I could really see a situation where maybe you would get an extra stack maybe when you've hit a certain mark. So maybe there's only like 4 levels. You only show 1 up until, you know, 16 items are inside of it, and then you go up to the next level. You know what I mean? I think that it is really, really cool. It's kind of fun to sort of be surprised whenever you get one and you're like, oh, there's one that works. Oh, that's really cool. And, you know, it adds a nice sort of visual indication that you have quite a lot of whatever that item is. And then when you have something like rare, like emeralds or diamonds, you know, that just makes you feel good. This was created by Slime Mike. I feel like if I'm gonna do a resource pack thing about all the resource packs that blow your mind, you gotta have a thing in there that changes default textures into more of a 3D texture. Enter Creator Craft 3D. So this takes the ability of resource packs to change the geometry of blocks and really goes to the extreme with it. So everything sort of has a 3D extrusion, I think is the right word. Whoa, that thing moves! But basically, everything has depth. So you can kind of look at something and automatically see ridges and changes and cool stuff to it. The wider variety of blocks, the cooler this looks. So I've gone ahead and joined my Twitch subscriber server so you can kind of look around. Also, all of your items are 3Dified too. So you got water buckets and elytra and pants and all sorts of really cool entities that are also 3D. So we have, here's some cobblestone. I believe this is redstone on the ground right here. The torches look awesome. Barrels, oh my gosh, hey! Flowers, holy moly. Everything just looks so crazy and nice when everything, and sort of like when everything is 3D. Let me finish my sentence before I move on, Chad. Also, just like some other resource packs that we have seen, there are little things on the ground. So I don't think this is a button. Is this a button? Oh, it is a button. Wait, was that out back there? That was just part of the world. That was a stick that was on the ground. That's not an actual stick on the ground. That's not anything. Yeah, that's just grass. So it just adds little things every once in a while, which is kind of neat. I just love this pathway with the different styles of blocks, and then you get into some wood. Oh, it looks so neat. Here's some in-stone, some per blocks. Oh, look at this. These are pressure plates right here. End rods. Everything looks so cool. Oh, look at these carrots. Oh, I had some carrots in my inventory. That's really cool. And I just assume that, I hope I'm not breaking anyone's build here, but I'm gonna pop that out, throw in my boots. Yeah, see, the boots keep the 3D-ness, which is really, really cool. And so anything you put into a item frame like this would keep that 3D-ified-ness with it, which is nice. Bamboo, you could be a little bit more 3D. Okay, keep working on it, Bamboo. Keep working on it. One day you'll be 3D. Moving on to the last and final resource pack that blows your mind is this one, which makes everything look like Alpha Minecraft and switches the textures and sounds from their defaults into a much more old school vanilla feel. So you can see that all the grass is that weird lime green that we used to have in Minecraft Alpha. So if you're into nostalgia, for nostalgia's sake, check this one out. Oh my gosh. That fall damage sound was amazing. Now, some of the updated blocks obviously don't have old alpha things. This carrot is an alpha, like, you know, the lamp, that's new. There's not an alpha texture for that. Some things, what I do love, they haven't been updated and you get the old school missing texture file, which I think is absolutely hilarious. And then there's a few blocks that you'll see and you're just like, oh my gosh, that takes me way back. Like this cobblestone here on the side, or the fact that redstone has all 4 points, you know, pointing in every direction. It just takes you back so much to like the early days of Minecraft. Oh my gosh, is this? are these named correctly? Because that used to be called the Rose. It is! Yay, the Rose is back! Oh, yay, hooray. I was so sad, rip Rose, when that got taken away. Now, the Rose is back if you use this resource pack. I definitely feel like this resource pack shines whenever you go into an area that hasn't been built upon with new textures all that much. So this is a less developed area on the server and everything is sort of default creations. And so it really feels like old Minecraft, especially with the sounds. Minecraft has added so many new sounds. Not a bad thing, but it really does change the feel of Minecraft with all of the different sounds. I wonder, does this make that weird sound? Yeah! Oh, baby. Oh, that takes me back. Breaking? Well, it sounds the same. I just tore up someone's hill. Well, now I'm lost on my own server. I don't know how to get back. Anyway, I hope that you have found these resource packs useful to you. I find them so fun for like every resource pack is awesome for a different reason. Absolutely, I love it. Oh, I found home. Hooray, coming in for landing. Woo! There we go. They changed resource packs to texture packs. That's pretty funny because this is the alpha one. That's actually good. Kudos. Thanks so much for watching this episode of OMG Craft. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the big old like button. Also, make sure you subscribe for future videos, tips, tricks, tutorials, and spotlights. And also check out all of the resource packs that I talked about in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.